Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video, what I got going on for you guys is we're going to be getting into discussing the Paris Olympics Jordan 4, which again is dropping on July 27th. I've made a couple videos on these in-hand review, discussing like resale, stuff like that, but mainly what I'm going to be getting into in this video is discussing where these are going to be releasing, since I know a lot of people are curious about that, and I can tell you it's going to be a lot of the recent drop locations we had for recent Jordan 4s, pretty much just the same places, and I'll get into discussing where those will be. Just, expect Foot Lockers, Finish Lines, all the normal places they'll be getting pairs of these. So if y'all want more content just like this, don't forget y'all can check out my Instagrams down below. I'm always buying, selling, and trading here, and I post a lot of early pair content here as well. So if you're ever trying to stay in the loop, some releases, feel free to check that out here, and you can hit me up if you need any pairs. I'm always got stuff for sale on my store, and I'm going to be updating this for sale tab today or tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And also, don't forget to check out my sourcing group down below. If you guys like getting pairs for less, that is what I specialize in and what we mainly do in here. You guys can see some of the recent deals we have done as well, so don't miss out on that. Again, we did some under retail breads. We did some, like as you can see, size 9s under retail. We gave away a pair of canaries. And for week 2, you guys can see on the screen what we're doing right there. So we got some crazy deals, lobster SB size 11, 350. So don't miss out on stuff like that. Join down below. Don't miss out. You can even see some of our reviews, right here, so you know we're legit, and you can read up on those. And yeah, I really appreciate these guys, because again, you can see same people they would recommend. So I appreciate you guys, all y'all that are in there, and I hope to see you there if you aren't. And don't miss out on those week 2 deals. Again, y'all can see some of those. But why don't we get into discussing the Paris Olympics Jordan 4, and y'all can subscribe and like here for more too on the channel. Let's try and do 200 likes on this video. But I've said enough with this intro. So again, with discussing this pair, the current early sales have been really strong. Like, there's been a lot of sales at really good prices. Like, look at this. Like that's about 50 sales at $390 to $400. Of course, there's some sprinkled in at $280 and $300, but there's a couple in that range again of $400. Actually, now that I'm kind of like scrolling through this and looking again, most of the sales are actually at that range of $280 to $300 when they're actually happening. So that's what I'm gonna say. These will probably like, again, I've told you all the bigger sizes, I see these staying around $270, like 11 plus, probably around 260, 270. But for some of the smaller sizes, like 9, 10, 8.5, just ones they make more of, and there's also a little bit less demand for, those ones I think will probably get a little bit closer to retail, like 240, 230. I was saying that I think some employee discounts will come through. I think they will drop a decent amount of these. So that's just, a quick little prediction for where I see these on the market. But yeah, someone paid $392 for these this morning. That's crazy, bro. You could have came to me and paid like 70 less. But aside from that, hey, you know what I mean? That's the benefit of having early pairs on apps. People will pay more. So yeah, that's what I can say about the Paris Olympics. The early market is very strong. I see him doing well. I don't see him being a super brick, just because it is a really nice Jordan 4. I know there hasn't been like love for him all the way through. Like, it's not everybody's taste. And I've seen the comments on IG, which I laugh every time I see it. People are like, how are these related to the Olympics? Which, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. But I'm thinking it's just to do with, like, again, kind of the granite look on the sneaker. Paris granite. I don't really know how it's super connected to that, but yeah, that's at least what we kind of got. Could they have done more to connect it to the Olympics? Yes. Could have maybe put like the rings on the tongue tag. Something like that would have been really cool. You know what I mean? That would have at least, made it more connected, in my opinion. Maybe they weren't allowed to do that, though, because the Olympics logo and branding for that, and if you put that on something, you probably got to pay for it. So I understand why they didn't do it. But aside from that, again, as you guys can see, these are all of the retailers, or majority of the retailers that we saw that had pairs of these. You can see these are the ones that had grade school pairs of the recent oxidized green 4s. And again, I see the Paris Olympics 4s having a pretty similar stock numbers. The oxidized green 4s on sneakers had like 77K, and retailers had a lot more. Paris Olympics, I think they'll probably take the same approach. Maybe they'll shock drop them. We still haven't had that yet. So if they decided to do a shock drop and kind of split the stock up, I think that'd be the smartest thing they could do for this release. Like, drop a little bit less of them on sneakers, send a bit more to retailers. Well, again, I think that kind of depends, because like some retailers are just going to backdoor the hell out of them. So if you send more to retailers, it might drop the price further. I don't know, but that's not really like, again, a complaint for most people like me that just really want a personal pair of these. But again, I see them aging well. I'm definitely maybe grabbing a pair or two, especially in some of those larger sizes where they probably won't make as many, and just gonna be putting them away. But I'm only gonna do that if I hit them for retail. I'm not really gonna be stressing to pay resale on pairs of these. Do I see them doing well though? Yes. I don't think it's gonna be like a super brick. I still see them doing well, because I mean, you can't go wrong with like an all gray sneaker. Like, yeah, I mean, this is something that you really shouldn't sleep on. But again, you can see all the like locations here, and sneakers and stuff, Asphalt Gold, Foot District, Offspring, Slam Jam. These are a lot of EU retailers, but then you see some you recognize, like Foot Locker. Don't forget about Finish Line, JD Sports. Like, JD Sports will probably be doing exclusive access for this pair right here. So those are a few things to keep in mind. Like, we're going to see the normal, like, just think about the most recent Jordan 4 release. This is probably going to release the exact same way as it. That's just one of the main things I want to get at. I just want to give y'all a little bit of an early update in this video, really, as to how y'all should expect these to release. So the exact same as all the other 4s. I don't see it being something where they cut down the stock a ton and there isn't any of them, because I mean the backdoor's been pretty open for these, and I can tell y'all that just personally. There's been some people with massive amounts of grade school pairs, and even men's pairs. There were some people with a lot. They sold quick because again the demand for these is really high early. But yeah, I mean it just, I don't think this is one that people are gonna like breeze over, but I also don't think it's one that's gonna be like a huge flip. I still see it like flipping for some money, but I don't see it being like one that's like, oh my gosh, if you miss out on this one, you're missing out on some crazy bread. No, I don't think that'll be the case. I think probably the most profitable size, like right now, is when you're making the most profit. But like after the release, the most profitable size will probably be like a 12, and I'll probably be at like 280, 270. Somewhere like where the breads are at. Because those are still flipping really good in the big sizes. Again, people are calling those bricks. I'm like, not if you got the right size. You know what I mean? You just got to pay attention. That's how it is with the resale game. You know what I mean? And collecting inventory, stuff like that. It's like it could be a brick, but what size you got? Because some sizes aren't bricks. You know what I mean? That's how it is for some sneakers. There'll be $100, $200 spread amongst the big sizes to the small sizes. So you just got to know what to buy. That's really all it is. Key piece of advice with this sneaker right here. Yeah, target big sizes if you're looking to make profit. I'm talking 11 plus really. That's where your money is going to be at, guaranteed, like safe. I do not see 11 plus bricking. Could I be wrong? Yes. Again, as I also discussed in a recent video, if they do 1 million of these, don't even worry about buying them, and within the first month of them releasing, you'll probably be able to get a discount very soon. So yeah, that's my personal advice. If they do 1 million pairs of these, don't even worry about going for them unless you just really want them for the personal collection, like because you'll be able to get them easily for retail, and maybe even I would say a discount 100% if they do too many of them. But if they don't do like a huge amount of them, maybe like 200K, 300K, yeah, I would go for these on drop day. I would go for these 100% because there'll be some people trying to get like bulk of them. So that's what I'll say. And it's, again, a good model, and also has the Olympics name connected to it. So people come back to it in 4 years to be like, oh, look, throwback. Hey, people do that. I'm just saying. So, and it actually causes shoes to go up sometimes. So that's aside from the point, though. These are some locations. Again, I know this is where to cop for the oxidized green Jordan 4, but the main point of what I'm trying to get at is the same spots that these dropped at, the Paris Olympics will drop at. So these are all the same locations you should expect to see the Paris Olympics Jordan 4s. Same, like, again, raffle spots like Foot Locker, Finish Line, JD Sports. I know there's like a couple I'm forgetting, but yeah, like any of your local spots, just that like retailers that usually get them, expect those to have these as well. So that's what I can say. And they're not gonna have them yet. Well, some may. Hey, that's how some of these early sales are happening. So maybe you got a friend that's working there, be like, yo, you got them yet? Bother them a bit. No, I'm kidding. Hey, friends help sometimes. I'll say that. But yeah, that's the main thing I'm trying to get at. Is some may have their pairs. I don't know. But well, I know some definitely do, because that's how the backdoors happen for some. But not all have them yet. That's what, like, my guys in like Charlotte, they probably don't have them yet. I'm not saying my guys as in guys I backdoor with. That's not what I'm saying, Nike. Don't. Hey, stop. But what I mainly was trying to say is the guys like, by my Foot Locker over here, they probably don't have theirs yet because we're on the East Coast. Shipments take a little bit longer. All right, that's all I'm trying to say right there. Enough of getting into the Nike backdoor for this pair, where they're going to be releasing. My personal resale prediction, again, I think it's a safe bet. Like, I'm going for these. I don't see them being a massive brick, and even if it happens to brick, I'll just get one of my personal sizes, so I can end up towing them. But I'm not really like going too crazy on buying these early, but I've been getting a few early because they've been actually selling really well. So that's one of the main things I can say about them. But let me know what y'all feel about the Paris Olympic 4s down below. I'm curious to hear how y'all feeling. And if y'all want more content like this, don't forget, check out my Instagrams down below. I'm always buying, selling, and trading here. If y'all ever want to do business with me, again, check out my early pair content I post here. I post a lot of useful information here, so if that's something you're into, hey, check it out. And also, don't forget to check us out at Resell Vision down below. Again, we're a sourcing group, not a cook group. We mainly specialize in getting you the pairs at under market prices or at retail prices so you can save money or secure the sneakers you want for less. Again, we just source. That's all we do. You can see some of the reels, not reels, but deals we've done recently, and we got some more coming for week 2. You can see what we're doing for on the screen right there. And yeah, again, you can see tons of the success right here. So people are getting their stuff. People are winning. There's tons of different winners. I know that's been one of the things people have been curious about. It's like, well, do different people win? Is it easy to win? It ain't hard to win, dude. Like, that's the thing. I know how to do this. You know what I mean? It's like, as long as I just continue to do a lot of stuff, a lot of people are going to win. That's the simple math of it. If you just do a lot of stuff, then there'll be a lot of winners. And it's worked so far. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to keep running a lot of items for under market prices for people, and that's what we specialize in. So I hope to see y'all there. You can check my IGs down below as well. And yeah, don't miss out. You know what I mean? Read the reviews. We're going to keep grinding. There's no stopping here. So I just ended that. Love you guys. Thank you all. I'm going to catch you all in the next video tomorrow. We got like lots of early pair content coming. So the next couple weeks of the channel is just going to be early pair stuff. Well, I'll do like some in-depth like how to cops or like upcoming drops, stuff like that, like sprinkled in between. But it's going to be a lot of early pair stuff. Don't miss out. So I'm T. Thank you guys. And I hope to see you all in the next video coming very soon. Peace.